Hi guys, it's Tara Boothby and Megan Mancini from Sojourn Psychology, and we are just presently talking about back to school, and again, really want to come alongside of parents as you guys are developing your strategy and getting informed by your schools. I've heard about all the literature that's being sent home about the health regulations and things like that. So we just wanted to take a few moments to be present with you with some of the things we're noticing and a little bit of easy advice. Okay, so Megan, what do you want to say to start us off here?
Well, this just kind of popped into my mind, Tara, when you were saying that. It's scary. Um, and I what I'm noticing with a lot of the families that I work with is that moms and dads are obviously stressed out. Moms and dads can express that stress to one another verbally and coherently. Kiddos are really having a tough time putting together in their minds what is going on. What is it going to look like wearing a mask in class all the time and being around friends again that we haven't really been supposed to be doing since March. And so I'm noticing a lot, some of these emotional challenges for kiddos are really coming up in behavior. So like some regression to like yelling and hitting and crying and being a little bit more oppositional. And what I link that to is just all of this anxiety and overwhelm and fear that your kiddos are going through as well. And they don't know how to express it because they don't have the brains that are developed enough to be able to express it. So I don't know, Tara, if that's something.
Yeah, I think that's true. So the number one absolute piece is have a conversation with your child.
Yeah.
And try to present it in a way that you are not imposing your own beliefs and fears, but to say, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, how is this for you? How are you feeling about having to wear a mask? How are you feeling about being with your friends? Do you have any concerns about some of the people that you're going to see, or maybe kids that you're afraid aren't going to make good choices? So being really curious, have a conversation where you're really curious with your child, whether they are school age or high school age or university age.
Yeah.
Right? Some university kids are actually going back. I don't really know how that's working, but I've heard some schools are doing some things. So so having a conversation. The other thing is, and Ellis and I talked about this a few weeks ago, is remember the normal first day jitters.
Yeah.
So the normal jitters that our kids are going to be facing when they're going to their first day of school. So simple things like, how do they feel with the mask that they're going to wear? Do you have money to buy them like a mask that they're going to feel good about? Back to school outfit, or back to school hygiene things, like things that are just going to help them to feel good about making that back to school impression on their peers. Now this is magnified this year because it's not 2 months off of school, it is, what is it, 6 months?
6, yeah.
Okay, so that intensity of the anxiety is huge. And please, if you're noticing your kids showing markers for anxiety, reach out to your mental health professional, whether that's us or somebody else, because it is very, very significant. And we have to remember that what matters to them, their whole world, a catastrophic event can be very different than for us. Like last night, my daughter's turning 4. Last night when I was putting her to bed, she couldn't find the specific Elsa doll that she needed. She had 2 in her bed, but it was the one. And I was like, had to remind myself to slow down and listen to that little girl problem so that I could be very present with her. And your kids are going to have some of that stuff going on as well.
Okay. And Tara, I think that speaks to just thinking about you with your daughter and Elsa. The importance of being with and validating, like a lot of, whether you're turning 4 or you're going into grade 12 and nearly 18, like we were saying, alluding to, is it's tough to put words to that. And there's a very strong, very powerful piece of validation of organizing the emotions for your kiddos. So if they're freaking out, to be able to organize, so to label like it's scary going back to school and we're in like this whole new world and it's okay for you to be feeling this way. And it could be about Elsa, it could be about pancakes not being cooked right, it could be about whatever. But taking a step back to be able to link to like what's going on underneath this behavior, so that I can be with you and I can let you know that it's okay and that it's normal.
Exactly, exactly. Kids often act out the feeling. So we see the behavior, it's a cue that there's something going on. So curiosity, and we don't have to fix it. We, right now, another little piece of parenting advice is we're allowed to dust off the term, yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like we're allowed to say I don't know. And let's just talk a little bit more about this. I really have no idea. The other thing with going back to school is you're decided to send your kid to the physical building or not. You can change your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and they can change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying something out, you've decided the approach you guys are going to take. If you change your mind, that's okay. All right, you guys. So these are a few little tidbits of advice. And we care about you guys. We care about our community. And thank you for taking this seriously. One other thing that I almost forgot is think about your child and how you see their character. Is your child the joker? Is your child the like super perfectionistic kid? The more athletic kid, the like girly girl, or just like how you would see their role in the school, and then consider some of the things that might impact their ability to maintain safety because of that. Like if your kid is the joker, talk to them about how they're going to wear their mask. Or if your child is the perfectionist and they're going to be burdened by some of the kids who aren't managing social distancing and health measures. So really knowing who's my child and what might be some difficulties and getting curious about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Megan?
That's, you got it all.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care, you
Thanks, guys.
guys.
Bye.